Like like Dreams is meant for you for assets and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I do it as well. Like there's no such shame for using other people's creations or assets because people make it not for just like standing there in the Dreamverse, but actually to be used. Yeah, that is yeah exactly what Freaka says. Like that's actually what it's for. No, you're good, Freakers. Don't put yourself down. Like don't be like me. Don't put yourself down all the time. That's my job. Jack does doing that. Like I put myself down. You guys don't have to do that. Like you all are awesome. You're all like great people, making cool stuff. That me being the one that's always talking down to my to myself. That's my part. But yeah, like Freaka says, like it's meant for like the reason why I have assets. Like all my assets, like well not from Aria at the moment, but like the like eventually like all my assets that even is going to be in Aria. I'm also going to release that eventually in Dreams itself. So just so other people can enjoy it and use it as well. Even though there are already some already released that you can use because of Mega Penguin that had to be remixable. And I used a few assets on that. But like yeah, again, good job, Afroman for Peace. Good job on it. The thing is with like it's no shame to use like other people's assets. It's how you're going to use them is what makes is really good. Like if you for example need like a fence or like a tombstone or a skeleton or and you can put it somewhere in a cool position or with or change it a little bit in the tweaking the settings to fit it in the scene. That's fine. I like basically my Once Upon a Time forest. Like my Once Upon a Time forest is all made by community assets. There are maybe 3 creations that I made there for myself. The rest is all community. But it really is like it all comes like if you combine it together. That's what is most fun about it. It's like shopping. It's like if you're going to the grocery store and you want like I see it like this, right? Like you go like for example you want to make dinner. Right? You want to make dinner. You want to make like you want to make like pasta, but you're not really good at making pasta yourself. You're maybe not really good at making the sauce itself. So you go to the grocery store and you're buying all the ingredients and you go back home and then you make something delicious out of it. That's how I see Dreams. Like Dreams is like a grocery store. That's I think that's the best example I can give. Like Dreams is like a grocery store. Yeah. So you're buying or you well you're not going to buy it because it's all free, but like you're grabbing like ingredients and then you combine it together into something delicious. Like that's what Dreams is. The few assets you made, the few assets I've made, I love seeing how people use them. Yeah, like that's how I always have them smile. Like if I see, like sometimes like you recognize like certain assets, like and then like hey that's actually wait they did something like this that like with this in there in a scene that's really cool. I never thought of that like something like that. That's exactly that's really cool. Exactly like shopping. Yeah, it is like shopping. Yeah. So if everyone is going to say like an excuse for or not an excuse, if they're going to say like that they need to say like I used assets, like it's not all mine. Screw that. Like like that's not important. Like it's what you make out of it. Like it's the recipe comes all together and makes something cool out of it. I do it. Everyone is doing it. Like to be honest, I think that like is the most powerful tool of everything about Dreams is that like people can just like use like I mean, how long are we now in with Dreams? Like 2.5 years? Like if I count the early access, like if you wanna like search for something, like I don't know, like for uh like a bucket or something, I just say something. There is like, we're going for elements then, or yeah, and then you have like oh, that bucket. There are like tons of people who make like stuff like buckets, like yeah, like here, like legs, more or less. So many different stuff. Like you don't really need, like why reinvent the wheel if that's already out there? Like, and if there's something that fits your needs, like if it fits something in your scenery, this one looks cool. Like if there's something in your style, and if it's not, you can always change that, or yeah. I never see the shame in that. Like, at least not with me. I mean, I can cook, but I haven't the time. Some quick ramen is something okay. Yeah, exactly that. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, I don't always have time to cook myself, or not. I mean, like I have maybe the time, but not like always in the mood to cook, because like I am alone. Well, not I'm not really alone, but like yeah, I'm alone. So like it's like I cannot really like I'm not going to make like a full like 3-star dinner creation. So yeah, so it's sometimes going to be very simple, but yeah, I still buy ingredients in the grocery store if I need something. So yeah, but like if you just like need something, like there are so many creations out there. Like, it's insane. Oh, here, that's mine. My bucket. I've not really. It's not on the search list because this is part of Aria, but um, eventually it will be available. Yeah, this one looks an old bucket. Looks also pretty cool. Yeah, if you need like oh, this is Minecraft, but like if you need like like a pixel rate stuff. Well, there. People make this for a reason, so it can be used. So many buckets. Let's create a bucket world. The thing is that I kind of want to do like a pinball machine. I'm really up for a pinball machine. Let's go back to the old Halloweens, because this is a Halloween stream, and not a bucket stream. But maybe I should create a bucket world. It'd be cool. Oh, I kind of forget what the high score was for the, or where what not the high score. I mean wait, let me do that. I can do this. I'm kind of curious, like what position I am now. Wait. Oh, people already. I don't think I am in the top anymore. Wait. Play 17. 8, 14. I was like there was one. I was second place, but I think that people already. Yeah, it was this one. I'm now a 6. Oh well. Can I see somewhere the pinball one? Like the see the ghost trend. Like great share. Oh here, pinball. Okay, what place am I now? 38. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm not sure if I can do the 120. I mean, it looks doable, but Oh, Nigma is at place 5, so maybe I can beat him. You love what Minimoku created this year? Yeah, same. Like, I kind of wish there was like a mini game of this, like, like an actual a game made out of about this whole Halloween. Yeah, they really did a good job. Like, I really love the style of this. And it's a fun idea, like the whole like the things what I love about it is that like the community is like doing something for this as well. Like it's not like, yeah, it's like one big family stuff. As long as you're being nice. But it's I'm still curious how they did the logo. I'm still not. That's the only thing I don't know how they did the logo in here. Like I'm not sure if it's like it doesn't seem like it's sculpting because it fades away. It looks like it's made out of text gadgets, but I'm really curious how they did that. Because they're having the same tools as us. So. Oh wait, where did we go again? Okay, we did the arcade, but there was also some. So we need to do still the imp quest. We need to still help Jen with the signs and stuff like that, with reading. Got this one. Lazo, it's sculpted. It's sculpted. Well, what do you mean? It's sculpted? Do you mean the logo is sculpted? Really? But how did they do the fade in then? Like the fade out, I mean. Painted, maybe? But how did they do the fade out? Like you cannot fade it. You cannot like make an. You cannot make the a sculpt like transparent. It's sculpted because that's how I make my your logo designs. But can you then maybe also explain to me like how did they do the fade in fade out part? Because that's something, or it is maybe a tool that we don't have yet. But I don't think that Minimoku can do that. At least not in before the actual the update. But like I'm really curious, how did they do then like the fade out? Fade out as an outline? Should I check? Wait, I'm going to check. Let me check. Let's go again. Okay. I don't think it's with an outline. Let me see. I'm going to recheck. Like this I don't mean this one. I mean the where the logo of like Dreams, All Hello Dreams is there. Like when the train when the train arrives. Try to speak in Dutch. You're missing one clue. For the Jen quest, like this one, no, it just fades. It just fade out. There's no outline on it. It just the text fade out. For the imp quest, okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that one now, like this one here from Jen, the imp spider. I don't know how much where can you see how much you need? Is it here that you can see that? I would say I've got 4 more clues to find. Okay. I would say you have got 4. Okay, so we have 4 left. So I need to find 4 still. Probably text boxes. Painted? Is it painted? It might fade as the camera moves into it. I don't know. That could also be. I'm just curious how they did that. I don't think they have something that we don't have, because I think they're using the same tools as we having now. So I was just curious how they did that. But it could be also with the camera movements. Probably, if you have seen what Todo does, you can do a lot with text boxes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Todo is. Looks like text gadget paint combo for me. Magic. Yeah, let's keep it like it's magic. It's all magic. I just want a game like this, guys. Fuck you if you're listening. Yeah, mine says I have one, but no clue where it is. I love the pun. That is maybe that is the clue. That is maybe the clue that you have to find. That you have no clue where it is. And maybe that's the final clue. I still have 4. Like I have like I don't know where that. Don't even. What is this? Is that an? Was this the arcade? I think this was the arcade hall. I think. Yeah. So this was. Yeah. This is a free arcade. Okay. So we have done that. We did the ghost trains yesterday. So I'm not sure what the other thing is. Like that blue thing here. Not sure if I dare into. Wait, there are 2 tents here. What is this then? Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. This is the one I did on accident. At the release of Untitled Dreams. If I knew you could like get an imp out of this, I will still do it on stream though. But I did this off stream by accident. Oh wow! I couldn't really wait for. But this one unlocks you an imp as well. But I still need one. Oh come on! Wow. RNG is not on my side. I will keep it in the middle because that's then you are the fastest everywhere. Ah! Huh? That was Come on. Ah! There we go. Get that. This is like a cool boss. This would be a cool boss fight. Oh, this is insane. Yay! Congratulations! You completed all the shooter puzzles and earned a new imp. I already got that one. But I just want to do it on stream. A prize every time, 30%. 30% of the time. Nice. Now we did it as well. Okay, let's go. That whack-a-mole thing was kind of hard. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's sad that I did that like off stream because like the moment that like this event like was live, I wanted to check it already out because I needed to record something for the stream, for the intro. And I was a little bit curious, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to walk around a little bit quickly. And then I ended up like randomly in the not in the arcade, but the other with the shooting tent. And so I just like tried a little bit, and then I had no idea you could like collect an imp, but oh well. But now we did on stream. But yeah, that was a little bit hard. Okay, where do okay, I'm just going. I want to check what the blue thing is. Is that the one I haven't checked it out yet? Oh, there's also here. Wait, what is this gate? Is this an exit or is it some? What's happening? Where are we going? There's another arcade one. Oh, the Reaper! Oh my God! Oh, this is so cool. This is. I want to make a screenshot of this one. There you go. This is going to be my my next DPS class in Final Fantasy XIV. The Reaper. Okay, what is this? The Visiting Reaper, the Vat of Secrets, is the Vat of Magic. Convenience upkeep. This is a new area I haven't seen yet. Oh. Snap. Oh snap. What did I do? What is this? Wait, where? Uh-oh. Where was I? Okay, so that is like a teleport or something? I'll just go to the middle part. Okay, so those are the teleport ones. Okay. Stay away from those. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, we are back in here. We were in the Lost Sleep Gardens. There. Oh, is this the pumpkin one? Like, is this like the community stuff? Oh, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, let's check it out. Let's see if I can find my own. I really love these statues things. Like, the statues are so cool. If you have made if you made a pumpkin or a scarecrow, just let me know so I can maybe find it. Try to find it. Out of here, Kraus. Hey, is that? I recognize that one. Pumpkins and scarecrows together. Yeah, that's really cool. That's creepy. Mine is very boring. I'm not even sure if it made it in the... like... I spent like a few... the thing is that I had no time. I had to do everything on the last day of the... of the deadline with the Halloween stuff. Hey, this is look at, we found it. We found Big Detective. Some are really cool. I'm kind of intrigued by the middle one. Middle one is really cool. Really cool. But yeah, if there's something like you made as well, like let me know and I will check that one out. Okay. Going for the next part? Yeah. Lost Sleep Gardens. I don't know what Jada. I think that Jada made something as well. I kind of can. Let me see if I can find her. I don't know. Ah, this one is totally messed up. What is that? It says, my creator was making a pumpkin, but they used... What? They used so much spray paint that the asset became 3% thermo, so they have reproduced. Oh! See? It has some demon-like imps crawling out of the scarecrows midsection. What? It is near one of the exits on the left. Don't remember which pumpkin patch. Oh, that is cool. I will try to like near the exit, or like near the big gate, or near the small where you go to the next area. I will try. I will keep an eye on it. Can we also sit on this? I still need to learn this stuff, like how to make a puppet sit on stuff. This is... Can I say that this is so much better than last year? Like how they... I mean, like last year was already pretty cool with the Haunted Mansion and stuff like that, but... They really did a good job this time with to the next area? Okay. Along the left wall. Okay, I will like demon, like imps crawling out of the scarecrow. Okay. I will. These are great skills as well. This is so good. This one is so good. People really make cool stuff. I've not seen any imps yet. Yeah, but both this and Gamescom were really stepped up a notch this year. I totally agree. Yeah, they I'm already curious what they're going to do next year. Like it's like this is like everything is like stepping up. Like from like I mean like was last year the first Halloween event? Or was there something before that? Was the Haunted Mansion was the first one, right? This is the second event now from them. So yeah. Sadly I didn't do the last year one. I had no time for that one. But this year I did luckily manage to do something. Ooh, that one is creepy. Love it. Oh wait, this is also different. What? That's so cool. Like also the statues are different in the places. Oh, minimal cube. Oh. I mean, like it's a floating bench. Not spooky at all. It's forgivable because it's Halloween. I love Halloween events. I hope they keep coming each year. I hope they're not going to stop stuff like this. I really hope that dreams get a little bit more like more people to attract. But like I think a lot of people still have no idea what dreams is. So I hope they will keep doing this. Oh no! I kind of forgot how mine looked like. Like I kind of forgot. I think mine was. I think mine moved as well, but I don't know. I already forgot what mine was looking like. Okay, no impy. Oh, this one has some animation around it. Cool. Okay, we're going for the next one. But I really hope they will keep doing events like this. Like, and Dreamscom as well. Like, Dreamscom is cool as well. Like, I am happy. Like, the thing is that, like, the first Dreamscom, I thought it was, I mean, like, it was cool, but the outcome of the, I think they didn't really have much time, so, but like, like, how they designed it was a little bit like, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really felt like an expedition hall. It was just, like, placed everything in one row, and this year, or at least like the last time, the second time with the Dreamscom, they actually made it like it felt like an expedition hall. So they really stepped up, like they really did a good job with that one. But like if you compare that to the first edition, that really didn't felt like an expedition hall. That felt like more of like it was just like randomly like left and right placed. But this year was really good. Like this year was like insane. Also the intro and like how they did the performance, it all made in Dreams, really cool. Ooh. Hey, this one is animated. Nice. That's such a cool idea. Oh man, I see so many stuff like, oh man. This is also a very cool idea. Like, if I should stop somewhere, or let me know, because then I will if there's like one that you made. That one is also really cool. That like totally different. Like that's so cool. There's so many cool stuff. That's creepy. There's your scarecrow. Is it this one? Like this one? Is it this one? Yeah? Nice! It's a little creepy though. It's creepy, but it's cool. I mean, of course it should be creepy because it's Halloween, but very cool. You finished your horse carousel ride? Wait, is there... Wait, is there? Do you get something from it if you just ride the whole sequence? I have not tried that one yet. Need to try. Maybe that I have to try. I have to try it. I kind of was like thinking of it, but cool creation by the way. Lisa, thanks. Creepy. Okay, we have seen this part. Okay, no. Do I make a screen? I'm gonna make a screenshot of it. Come on, Frankie. Frankie doesn't really look happy, but I kind of wish there was like emotes you could do on the shoot. There, I made a screenshot, so I will. Wait, but that's not going to upload to me. Now it's in the dreams. There you go. Not exit animation. I will upload that one. For your game? Wait, you made a horse carousel as well? That's cool. Oh, this one is cool. Very cool painted. It's actually fun that they actually made like different statues on it. Fun. You have a seahorse for your game and a horse ride? Oh, well, if you want to redeem stuff, like it's a chill stream today, so well, first if you want to redeem stuff, you can always do that. Oh wow, this is also very cool. This is actually like a scare, bro. Like, yikes, clowns. I don't like clowns, but it's a cool scope though. But I don't like clowns. I hate clowns. So many. Oh, this is mine. Yes, Frankie meet himself. I found mine. This is my scarecrow. See if I can make a screenshot. There was my attempt to make an Frankenstein, but I didn't really. Don't judge me on this one. But I found mine. I only had like the balls in his neck because I thought that Frankenstein had that, but I guess I was wrong. Photos. Yeah, let me. Found it. I only need to find my pumpkin still, but I have not seen it. Boo boo. Pumpkin. Nice. Yeah, no, this is really bad sculpt. I did that like in 5 minutes or something. I didn't really spend much time on the scarecrow. These are cool. It's just that now that I see like this whole event, if I had more time, I really want to like make like a Halloween game, like a Halloween game. And I want to make a pinball game. There's so many stuff that I want to make still. No time. Aria comes first. And Sharky. New game of Sharky is going to release in 10 days. Pirate Scarecrow. Halloween game would be awesome. Yeah, oh, if only I had time. If someone else can make it, like fine. But like I want to make something like that as well. Like if I see like stuff like this with that creepy like little like the creepy bridges and stuff like that, like it's so Halloween. Like it's like with the fences and stuff like that, the lightning and. That's a cool idea as well. Pulling something out of the pumpkin. Hey! Look at that! Look what I found! We need, of course, to have a screenshot for this one. That's not step one. Bunny. Sorry, not a bunny. This is the... Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just like Frankenstein, a little bit brain dead. Buggo. I have some plans for a horror game, but it's among 20 ideas on the back burner at the moment. The thing is that, I probably will not play it. Like, if it's going to be like a really horror game, that's a little bit the thing with me. I don't really like horror games. I do like to watch them though. Like, if I see someone else playing a horror game, I'm enjoying it to watch it. But I hate to have the control over a character and not in control in a certain situation happening, and then getting like I'm like Tom from Media Molecule. I hate like stuff like that. That's also me a little bit. But like stuff like Halloween stuff, like this kind of stuff, that I'm fine with it. Like, it's even if there's like zombies running around, like I'm fine with it. Neither do I. I'm a big chicken. Yeah, me too. Like, it's really weird because like I don't mind to watch it. Oh, this is also cool. I don't mind to like watch horror movies or stuff like that. I love to watch horror movies, especially in October. But for some reason, if it comes to video games, like video game horror games, it's a big no for me. It's a really big no for me. Little bat. Very cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's easier watching other people play horror games? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Hey, that's also... That's funny. That's like a... Can I guess who this is? Do you think this is Wildlife better? Maybe I'm wrong though, but it's just a big guess. Right now. Could have been Wildlife better? Is he always doing the type of drawing with the borders around it, like a cartoon? I have a strong feeling that is Wildlife better. I have a really strong feeling that is Wildlife better as well. Probably Violet? Yeah, I think so too. Like that's kind of his signature a little bit. I have not seen Yada. I like it. I'm 100% sure Yada made one as well, but I don't know which or what kind of she made. So I'm trying to find a little bit, but. Mecha Monster! Oh! It could also be Mecha Monster. It could also be Mecha Monster. I think... Okay, I don't know. Like, it could also be Mecha Monster, but I don't know. Like, it's one of those two, at least. But the thing is that, like, yeah, because like they both have that certain style. Like, it's funny that they always like have that like in a continuation in their creation. That's another one. Good one. Good. Yeah, good guess. Yeah, I think maybe Freakus is maybe right about that. Because like some dreamers, like some content or like content creators, but I mean like dream creators have that certain like style in it, just like what Media Molecule always have. Like Media Molecule, like you can always tell when Media Molecule make a game because they have a certain signature in their style. Even if it's like you can tell that like this whole Halloween event is made by Media Molecule because they have like that certain signature in that. And some dreamers have that as well. Like it's really cool. These are cool scarecrows, by the way. What is... Yikes. That's scary. Some scarecrows are just like really scary. Like, I really love these statues. Props for those who made the statues for the video. I have seen your redemption, Hell, so I will check it after the pumpkins and stuff like that. I have seen it. I will check it out. I have been through everything like 3 times and I'm still missing one clue. Really? Like, is it just like? Can there be any clues in these kind of sections here? Like, is there maybe something in here that's maybe count as a clue? Or is this like maybe not like counted as? Yeah, there were a couple train rides that felt very Minamolkyu style. Yeah, yeah, true. There were a few. Like for example, like Diamond Diancie, I think you know her, but like she has also this particular style that Minamolkyu has. If she could easily work at Minamolkyu, like if like she has like the same kind of like style in their sculpt. That's why a lot of people also using, including me, I've used her. But like some creators have that, like and there were ghost train rides that really felt like Minamolkyu. That's gross. That's yikes. Oh, uh-oh. That's a spider. That's a cool spider, by the way. Is that imp spider? Is this Jen? She's watching over us. I love how they like changed also the scenery around this place. Like this is like now full with spider webs and stuff like that. That's so cool. I think I'm not sure how many rooms are in total, but I think that I have missed my own pumpkin. Like it's so not like popping out of the rest of it. That is not there. I think I kind of feel that this is maybe the last one. But there are not any scarecrows anymore. But we can check. Yeah, that was the last one. I kind of felt that. I think no, I've not seen my pumpkin, but well. I'm thinking it's not supposed to be this hard, and I'm missing something. I don't know how hard it is to. I've not really like. Let me do. First I'm going to check Halesso's creation because not redeemed by that. And then I will like do the imp quest, and I think then I'm done with Halloween. Okay, what was it? Is it a dream or creation? Let me see. Exclusive test horse ride and photo booth. Is it in an dream? Ooh, we are leveled up. We are so close. We are so close to 300. I don't know if it's going to happen in the stream, but we are so close. But is it in a dream or is it an element that you release it as? Halesso, if I say it right. It's an exclusive thing? What's your dream name? My dream name is as my Twitch name, Jacked Up Plays. Yeah, that's my it's also my dream. Same as my Twitch. Yes, there are clues in that area. Several. Oh, okay. So I have to go back to the pumpkin section again. But I will do that with the imp quest. So if I'm going to start the imp quest after this, and then I will. Well, first I will check out the Halesso stuff, and then I'm going to do the imp spider quest, and then let's see if I can find all the clues. I'm not really good at finding clues, I think. Also, one day left for the Halloween. I do have something, but I'm not sure if I will upload it on Let me adjust a few stuff. Okay, so well, take your time. Take your time then. I will go then start the imp quest. So you can tweak your stuff a little bit. Okay, let's go. I really love this part. Like this, I mean, like the surrounding of this. Yeah, I think it's text. I think it's text gadgets or paint. Maybe paint and text gadgets. I don't know. Okay. So clues. Like, what kind of clues is he like? Wait, let me read this again. How is the assignment going? Well, I'm still hairy and terrifying to behold. And I'm still a giant spider. He's an imp spider. I don't think that he said that, right? He didn't really said imp spider. I think that's like a really missed opportunities you could go for. So keep hustling, please. I would say you've got 2 more clues to find. Call it journalistic intuition. Okay, so we got 2 more. We have 2 more. 2 more clues. It hasn't shown up. Weird. Or is that? Oh, that's maybe for. Yeah, that was not that. That was not. Okay, so we need like 2 more. But there was also another arcade hall, right? You told me that. Like there was another arcade one. Did I? Let's see. Okay, so. Yeah, I think I read this. Yeah, that is for the ghost train. Is there something with the ghost train here? I have missed. Do I need to write this one? Is it will that unlock something for me as well? Is that also a clue? Like don't ask me that. Like don't answer me that. Where's my answer? I did read this. Yeah, I did read this one. Dedicated. Yeah, I have read. Yeah, I read this one. That's the other ghost train. Yes. Okay, so this is the like is it true that there was another arcade location? Like or this is the only one? Am I missing still one? I kind of want to write on this because like I don't know if it will unlock something. Part of the. This is actually. I don't think this is part of anything. I could have used this as intro screen, by the way. Going around. Okay, I don't think this is part of anything. That's cool nonetheless. I don't know. I don't know where to go now. Like I think I've been everywhere. This is a ghost train. Maybe I do need to go still in the. Let me go in inside here. But that's the part where you go into the pumpkin one. Did I miss something here? Oh, we have to read this. Wait, maybe there is like okay, wait, I have an idea. Maybe there is something with the statues I've missed. What could it be? Oh no. Is this... Oh no, is the skeleton doing... Oh no, why? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing curious if that like the two clues that I found, was that from here? I think so. Where could the other two be then? Going to find it. Oh, here. There, we found it. Fountain of the infinite depths. Even water holds its mystery. Drink at your own risk. Okay, so we found another one. Found. Okay, so now I need one more as well. Oh, what? Okay, send it now. Remember, this isn't the full game. This is part of the film. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind that. I'm happy to be in tester or demos and stuff like that. I don't mind. So now I need one more. I will check it. I will go really quickly around here. I can find some clues. Oh, that was my background again. Here. Maybe this. Do you think maybe the other statue is the one? Maybe it's I think I maybe know. Gonna find it. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I will find you. Whoa! I have not seen this one. Okay, so this is the spider one. Do you think maybe the spider has? It does. A warning from Phoenix Upgun. Trick and treat, surprises and all the sort of scares are always more fun when you're caught unawares. Mystery powers are sinister's art, so let's ye be cursed. Say these words from the heart. Whatever I have seen, and however it seems, I will keep the secrets of All Hallows' dreams. I've said it. I've said it. I think I can go back to Jen now. Imp Spider. I think that was the last two. I think. I'm not sure. I would also love feedback. Yeah, I will try to do that. I'm not really good at giving feedback, but I will try to do it. I will try. Okay, let me see. Imp, Spider, I'm here. You're back. What's the story with this curse then? Hang on, you're saying I got turned into a spider because the spirits of Venus Hopkins plan to reveal the carnival's mystery of the world? Yikes! You really take spoilers seriously. I suppose he's got a point though. If you know which surprises and scares are coming, it's not as much fun. I would guess I'll like. Did you at least manage to find some magic spider reversal juice or something? I have to say the promise spell and then leave the premises. Oh fine. Whatever I've seen and however it seems, I will keep the secret of All Hallows' dreams. I'll be on my way out shortly. Got to get back to my web. Side, thanks for your help. I will give you a fist bump. But well, you know. Yay! I got it! I've got it! I did it! I did it! I hope Freakers, I hope you have it as well now. And if you need help, I can maybe do it. Because I got everything. Yay! Okay. Let's check out Helessos. And we got the final imp. So we're done with this. You have not found it? You're crying? Oh no, I will help you out. If you need help, I will try to help you out. We can go step by step then. Let's see what you're missing. Okay. I still don't know what this is. I don't know why I got collaboration with this random person. Okay. Invited you to collaborate with. Yes, accept. Exclusive test. Here we go. Exclusive test. Wait.
This is a trading area. Not really much to explain to you, dude. Hey, kid. Yeah, you.
By the way,
what brings you here? This is a trading area. Not really much to explain to you, do I? Hey, kid. Yeah, you. What brings you here? This is a trading area. Not really much to explain.
I was listening to the voice. Okay. By the way, Bubblehead was made from scratch with no green assets, but friends. So everything is shown. Yeah, until 2021. So this is like a very exclusive first look. I do like the character already.
Yeah, you. What brings you here?
Oh, wait.
This is a trading area. Not really much.
I'm just pressing random buttons.
Do I? Hey, kid. Yeah, you. What brings you here? This is a trading
guess that's going to be a weapon?
Not really much to explain to you, do I? Hey,
hello.
Kid. Yeah, you. What brings you here? This is a trading area. Not really much to explain to you, do I? Hey, kid.
Photo
yeah,
booth?
you.
Used to. Nice! That's cool. That's cool. I like this. I like photos. I like photo modes in video games. What is cool? What I kind of like this. Filters. See what we can go for. I think maybe oh, that was the wrong button. Which one should I do? I think This is pretty cool. This is going to be this is going to be in a game or like or is this more for fun? Because I really like photo modes in video games. Like in my opinion, there are not many developers always doing it to make photo modes in their video games, but if they do, I will spend time on it. I don't know what is a cool pose. That's cool. I like this one. This one is cool. But I'm not going to make a photo because I don't want to spoil people, so I'm not going to. But you will get it. I'm not going to upload this. But this is pretty cool.
Yeah, you. What brings you here? There's a trading area.
And a carousel. He also. How do you do this, guys? Like, we're serious. Like, I'm. This is like the only. Not the only thing I still want to know, but like this is like one of the few things I still have no clue how to do this in Logic. Like, is this with like teleporters? Like, are you using teleporters? There's facial animation. Oh, there is. Oh, I will go back in there. But is this being used like for like
Yeah.
Is it the teleporter that's doing this? Huh? Wait, he's doing different animations? Oh, what? You kind of nailed the Minimorkio version. Minimorkio only have one. That's cool. That's actually random. That's a very cool idea. Okay, I will go back to the booth. I didn't really check the. How do you face the face animation? Did I forgot the button? Oh, here. Oh, I found it. It was the right D-pad. I see it now. This is actually pretty cool, by the way. Yay! Impaled horses! Yeah! That's really cool. Yes, it's a teleporter and an attack. I really need to try. Like, there are some still things that I still need to learn in Dreams, like especially the logic like department is for me still yeah, that I still need to learn. I do know a little bit of logics, of course, but like I already have like stuff like that, but not like how to teleport or how to put like a character onto a bench or having them sit on something. This is really cool. I really like the photo booth stuff. Are you going to do this also like in game? So instead of the photo booth, like are you also going to do like, for instance, like if you are playing your game and then you think like I kind of want to like, hey, I see like for example this is a cool spot to make a photo, and then you like, is that something going to happen? I can show you the hub if you want to preview. Only if you want to share. Like if you don't want to like get too spoiled, because like I will upload this on YouTube. So so if you're not that I have like many people watching it, but like not that I but like if you don't want like to get to like people get spoiled by your creation, only if you are okay with it, then I want to see it. I always ask anyone if they would ever need help with logic or anything. I always help. Song is also custom made by your producer. Oh, nice. Sadly, I can't take pictures in game. Oh, you can't take a picture, but you can still view photo booth in the main menu with this thing. Oh, okay, I see. That's cool. I really like the photo. That's a really cool, cool addition. Not many people doing that, to be honest. I will show you the hub. Well, it's fine if it's on YouTube. Okay, I'm just like a little bit of a disclaimer, because like I will upload always my streams on YouTube as well. So, and also in the VOD on Twitch. So it will stay there online forever. But you don't have to worry about the people. It's not that I have like a big fan base. Like my community is not that large.
There's a trading area. Explain to you, do I? Hey, kid. Yeah, you.
Anti-gravity, Mario Galaxy.
There's a
What?
trading area. Not really much.
There's some stuff scattered, such as a seahorse.
Yeah, you.
Anti-gravity, Mario Galaxy,
brings you?
disabled. Swimming
There's a
isn't
trading
there.
area. Not really much.
Good
to
for
explain
a
to you.
reason, and much more will be shown.
Yeah,
Okay.
What brings you here?
You can use a jetpack to move around. What? To unlock worlds, you need to power them. That's cool.
Yeah, you. What brings you?
Set the clap. Okay, I will check it out.
Trading.
But I love it. Like I love the character. Oh, hey, you have double jump.
Hey, kid. Yeah, you. What
I have
brings you here? There's a trading area.
Nice.
Yeah, you. What brings you here? There's a
Wait,
trading
I just wanna.
area. Not really much
Where I'm
to
going. Okay,
explain.
nice. I like it. Okay. Oh, what is this all? Hub map, bubble hat. Okay, let me check this first. Touchpad is main menu for your game, but I want you to see the pick shop first. Oh! The pick one first? Or the shop first? You want me to see the shop first? Okay, so first, okay, I will first do the shop. There you go. Luckily I saw the chat.
Welcome to the shop.
Thank you. Currency, clothing shop. I cannot buy anything. But I understand this one. So I like, and like, are you going to do like that you actually can see that like you have different clothes and stuff like that? What kind of game is it going to be? Like a platformer, you said, right? It's going to be a platformer. There's different voice. I want the not available. Yeah, not available seems very pricey. It's like, yes, different voice lines and pick everything you rewind.
Thanks for shopping, Bubblehead. Hello. Goodbye. How's it going, Bubblehead?
That is cool.
See you later, Bubblehead.
I like details like this.
Welcome to the shop. Thanks for shopping,
Th-
Bubblehead.
these are the type of details you're not
Morning,
really
Bubblehead.
seeing much.
Goodbye. Hello.
I have this in my Dreamscom booth.
See you later, Bubblehead.
Probably have not seen it, but but if you're like
Thanks for
interacting with
shopping,
my
Bubblehead.
painting, I respond differently to the paint,
Welcome to the shop.
or the voice
Goodbye.
differently respond to the painting.
Good morning,
I love
Bubblehead.
details like this
See
because
you
like
later, Bubblehead.
it is more immersive because like a person never says something the same thing twice. Yeah. So it's really nice to have like a little bit of variation, just to feel, just to give the player the feeling that he is part of the environment and not just like, I know there's like a little bit more effort you have to put in because you need more, you do of course more effort to put something like that. I love details like that. That's a very pro.
Hello.
I love that.
Thanks for shopping, Bubblehead.
I'm looking for more Twitch streamers to join me in Bubble Bat, like as in NPC. Right now there's a few people as an NPC. Oh, okay. Well, if you want me, I'm not really good at maybe like saying something in proper English, but I can always if you need someone else, I'm open for it. Right now there are, if you want to join me, yeah, of course I want to join you, of course. I love stuff like that. I did a few stuff, like, Like the twin brothers ask me. Not many people asking me stuff, but like the twin brothers ask me to be part of their game. So I did a voice line in one of their games in the symphony in the symphony game. So so yeah, of course. Like if people if you need someone, like if you need like an NPC or I don't know, you want to hear someone saying really weird stuff in English, then yeah, you can always ask me. In a store, they actually might say the same thing all the time. Nah, I've worked at a store. I never said the same thing. Nah. That would be boring. Then you're doing a then you really need to find a new job if you're saying the same thing over and over again. like if you are imagine that you have like the same line, but if you work at a shop, like oh man, that would be so boring. I worked at a retail store, and I never said like the same line over and over. Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you? But you can like play a little bit. You can play a little bit around with the line. You can just like, hello, welcome. What do you like to eat? See, you don't have to say the same line. Like, hello, welcome. What do you like to order? Like, just play a little bit around with the with the line. It would be very like it. Yeah. Okay. Look, I know what you mean with Kakao, but like I'm just saying that like it feels more immersive if you have like different lines in video games like that. It's always a pro for me. Actually, some places has a policy on what they say. Yeah, true. Don't care about policies. Come on, they're not really, unless you have a really awful boss. Like then it's maybe different. But people don't like control you like what you're saying to the customer. As long as you're being nice, as long as you're selling stuff. The only thing that's important for a company is that you sell stuff with profit. And I'm not sure about McDonald's because like I've never worked at McDonald's. But like I've worked at retail. The only thing what they care about is that you're selling crappy stuff to the customer, so they have like money. Like they only care about money. But maybe the McDonald's is different. I don't know because like I never worked there. But like it's at least at least in my experience in a retail store, it's like that. Like the retail only care about if you are. They don't even care if you're nice or rude to people. They don't actually care. Like they only care if you're actually just like put the person out the shop with some products in their hands. and stuff they don't actually ask for. And I hate that. That's why I've gone, because I hate doing that to people. So that's why I'm not working there anymore. I hate companies like that. But screw policy. Like screw that. The place I think it's mostly movies. Is it mostly movies? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Like it's just like I'm going to do a test for myself. If I'm going to like to a McDonald's, not that I want to go there much, but like if I go to like things like that, I'm going to test if they're saying the same stuff over and over to me. Like just a little bit of like an static thing that I can like like let's see if they are having a good time in their job. But okay, let's we're checking out this creation, so I'm really dwelling off the conversation. Every time someone buys a burger in a movie, it's always a very specific greeting like that. Yeah, like it could be movie stuff. I don't know. Like it's the thing is that like yeah, I don't know. Like it's I have not really like thought of it as much. But like I worked at like a retail store and they didn't really have a policy of like how to greet persons. The only policy what they had was just that you yeah, of course, be respectful to the customer, but like, yeah, they don't care. Like, they don't care how you greet them. The only thing what I hate about like working in a store is that you actually had to approach people, and customers don't like that. Customers, like, I'm not sure if anyone in the chat like works in a retail store or in a store, but trust me, customers hate. Most of the customers. There are some people that like it, but you can like scan it really quickly if people like it or not. But like, if there's most of the people, the customers, don't like that you approach them the very first minute they are in the shop. And in my retail store, there was a policy, and you get actually like you get like my boss was getting mad if you didn't do it. Like the first thing what you have to do at my store was when someone was walking in the store, you had to approach them really quickly, in order so you could help them. And people don't like that. People don't like to get to get haunted immediately. People don't like that. Like you have treat people how you want to treat yourself. That's the best thing I can think of. Like, treat someone else how you want to be treated. Unless you treat yourself pretty poorly, then then maybe not a good advice. But like, it's just like, just treat someone else just how you want to be treated in a store. And that's what I was always doing, and that's maybe why I'm gone now, because like I was probably a little bit too good for them. But but just like, I always just respected the customer. And that's just like yeah. But that, like, of course, every company has a different policy. So like the company that I was working at, that was not really fun. Like, it was awful. You should watch the if you have Netflix, you should watch what is it called, the store show. Like it so portrays how it goes into a retail store or in a big store. It's so on point. Like with some stuff, like it's insane. You should watch that if you want to know how it works at a retail store. It's almost like, it's, of course there are jokes and stuff like that. Of course it's about to be fun, but there are stuff like themes that is so on point how it works behind the scenes. When I worked in a retail, I said hello. That would really show if they were interested in help. Nothing more needed. Exactly, Mikako. Just greet them. Just greet. But in my retail store, you actually had to approach them. And some employees were against that, because like we were like, yeah, but people don't like that. And our boss said, or like our floor manager said, like, no, you have to do that because you, we need to sell stuff, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, nope. I will do it my way. But greeting, always greet, and then you can see if what you said, Mikako. Then you can see if a person wants and needs help. That's all you need to do. Just be kind. Just be a kind human being. It's not that hard. I don't mind to hi. Welcome to wherever. But yeah, give me a minute if I need help. Exactly. Yeah. I think like I did it like I did it once, and that was more of just like I was just like a customer, and I was not working, but like I was like just walking randomly in a store, and they were approaching me like, "Sir, can I help you?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to leave. Bye." I just wanted to let them feel that I didn't really appreciate that you were just like haunting me if I want to. I just stepped my first foot into the store. If I need help, I will ask you. I will come to you. If I need help, if I need search for a product, I will come to you. I will find you. It's like it's, but oh well. And the problem is, I might greet that customer immediately, but even everyone is greeting the customer immediately. 6 people just bought it. That so happened. The piece of tanks that happened with us. Like that in our retail store. Like we had once, and I was like, I'm laughing about it because like it's now already gone. But like we had like a very mad customer that was very annoyed that he got like asked like dozens of times if she needed help, and she came to the manager, and she said like, and I was there. I was standing next to the manager because like I needed to ask something to him. So I heard the whole conversation, and she said like she wanted to like to speak to the higher up and everything, like to the boss itself, and because like she didn't really like how everyone just like approaching her like in the same way. That's so bad, but yeah, I think that was more of a lesson maybe also for the company. But oh well. Yeah, that happened. I feel like you can tell what customers need. Yeah, you can see. You can actually scan. You can, if you're paying good attention to people, to customers, you can. I was not really good at that, to be honest. But there are some employees who are really good at scanning if someone needs help or not. I was not really good at it. I just said hi, and if I saw they were searching, like with the searching eyes, like they were like looking if they could find something, then I would like approach them like, can you find it, sir, or madam? And I said like, no, I cannot find this, and I was like, oh, that's over there. Like sometimes you can see it really quickly if someone is searching for something, but I was not really good at that. I'm not really good at selling stuff. I'm not a salesman. But yeah, more than one greeting will be weird. Oh yeah, it is really weird. That happens at my retail store a lot. They used to do that at the Circuit City here in the US. They are now out of business. Well, I think that's maybe the reason why they are out of business. It's just that I don't know, and it's not really the blame to the employees because they just doing what they've been told. But I have a feeling that like the higher ups, and I'm talking about the corporation that is behind, like all the smaller companies, they have a certain policy, like what Mikeko said. They have a certain policy, and then they bring their policy to the manager, on the floor manager, or to the store itself, and say like, yeah, this is what you have to do. This is the policy now. This is what you have to do, and they're taking it so seriously, and then it's getting so out of control that the employees like. I would recommend you to watch Superstore on Netflix. I would recommend you to watch Superstore on Netflix because it's exactly how it goes in a retail store. It's so funny to see. Oh well, okay, but like enough about grocery stores. But like it's I love conversations that like this. But but yeah, this looks good. El Aso. I think I said that completely wrong. You can rewind to see other 4 picks color variations. Oh, what? Really? Oh, you even changed that as well, dude. That is cool. That is such a minor detail that I appreciate. That is really cool. I love this. This just like gives a little bit more like immersive if you are like playing a video game. I like this. Sorry that it took me a little bit longer because like got a little sidetracked with the grocery retail store situation. But this is actually really cool. I like this. This is and maybe I might take this idea a little bit with me as well in my game, but like I have to be careful for not overdo it. But the thing, what I have, like the thing is, what I have as well, or what I'm having in my Aria game is that like the greetings is going to be different. Like what you have like with here, like this part. I have that with NPCs in my game. For example, also if it's day or night, like for example in nighttime they respond differently. They say like good evening or something like that. The only thing is that like what I'm still struggling with, or what I'm not really sure if I want to do it or not, is that having a full dialogue in voice, or just saying like what most RPG games doing, or anime JRPG games doing, just having the first sentence of the like greetings, like hello sir, or and then like having the text under it. I think that is the most easy way for me to do it, since I am mostly alone making the game. So so that's what I'm going to do. But like I really appreciate this
Morning,
in video
Bubblehead.
games, where they interact differently to the character, to the gamer. It's a detail, and I love that detail. So there's my feedback. Do it. When people have too much gameplay turmoil. Lol. I have a lot of gameplay turmoil. So I can do it. Is it really like, yeah, it can be a little bit heavy on gameplay turmoil. Yeah. It depends, of course, how many NPCs you have in one area, of course. you have a dialogue, but you didn't add it yet. You should do it. The thermo for sound doesn't cost much. No, but I think Mikako means the amount of different like what is called the randomizing in the clothing and stuff like that. That adds up eventually. Gameplay thermo. But that only happens when you have like, if you have like 20 NPCs around here, around this place. Like if you have like
shopping,
multiple pigs here standing, then that will add up like gameplay eventually. I think that's what Mikako meant. Oh, Liam has a bunch of voice acting clips for people to use. Hey, yeah, oh Liam, yeah, he's on my he's on our Discord, and sometimes also in the chat as well. I know Liam. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. He have really good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pick will point at the menu like Bubblehead, which you will see in the hub. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But I love details like this. But I think that like are you like going to like collaborate eventually, or is this like pure like your own game that you're going to make from scratch till the finished part, or actually are you actually planning to, besides the voiceovers of course, but are you actually just, like, because like I'm not sure like if you want like yeah, I don't know. Like I'm thinking like if it's like if you want to like do a lot of variations in I don't think it's like too much of time. Like if you have like a preset already, I think you can like work pretty efficiently with that. Your own game, been working solo but have some help when needed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just like saying like maybe like don't like like burn yourself out with stuff like this. That's what I was trying to say. But but on the other hand, I think you can like if you have like a preset of like an asset that's already have that randomizing stuff, that will save you some time. Like when I make like logics, like I always try to make like logics. I'm not really like good at logics, but like if I make logics, I always try to make them so it will be easier for me that I can just like reuse that, so I don't have to recreate stuff with, like recreate the logics. I mean. But the voice acting and soundtrack is made by your producer and Twitch streamer. Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that. That's cool. Oh no, this is fun. I won't burn myself doing the amazing project. No, that's good. I'm just so that you because like I got a little bit burned out, to be honest. In the beginning of when I was like doing dreams, but like now I'm having a good flow, and yeah, so now I'm just like fine. Just have fun. That's the most important thing to do. Like this is the most important thing. Just having fun. The horse rider photo booth took me 1 or 2 hours to make or less. Oh, that's wow. Like, why are people always so good at like speed stuff? Like, like I'm not sure if you have seen anything of my sculpt videos, but like, if you like, I always need to cut my videos into sections because like otherwise it gets too long. So like most of my sculpt videos are like 2 hours. And it's like, and I'm talking about the sculpt, like an, what's a good example? Like a wooden crate, for example. Like, like I take like 2 hours for a wooden crate because like I'm such a slow sculptor. I'm like it's, and sometimes I cannot get my head around like how people can get so fast with their creations, right? Like it's. That's why you also not really seeing doing much of like community jams or stuff like that, because like simply I don't have the time to do it in. I already have not much time, and if I have to work on it, I did like I don't think it was with Freakers yet, but like Freakers does like wait, let me shout out for him, by the way, if you have not. I doubt you have not followed him, but like Freakers something like they're doing like those like 30-minute challenges, right? And the thing is with like I did like the 30-minute challenges in the beginning of Dreams when I had no like much like big content to make yet, or I was still thinking of what I can do, and so I was like joining those 30-minute challenges. And I saw like everyone was like growing themselves, like what they could do in 30 minutes. And I look at their creations like, oh my god, these people are insane. Like, how can they make this in 30 minutes? And I was just like still struggling like with a scope. Like I want to do this precisely, you know, like it's and I saw other people like already have like a big scenery around it. So I'm not really good at that stuff. But like I really like, yeah, I'm really a little bit jealous about those people that I really can like create such a fun creations in such a short of time. Yeah. It depends on what type you're going for, realism or cartoony. I don't know, like it's like my sculpts are, I'm not want to say like realistic because but it has a certain style, but like it's not really like, I'm not trying to go for like realistic, but also not cartoony. It's a little bit in between, a little bit. Like it's in between those two. But still, it's ridiculous how much time I spent on like one small single sculpt. It doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure that what I do, I'm pretty sure that everyone else would do that in like 10 minutes or something. You're also making bumper cars? Oh, cool. Yeah, what kind of, where's the game about? Can I already ask it, or is that a secret? Like, can I already ask what the game is going to be? Because like you're having bumper cars, you have a carousel, so I assume it has something to do with a fun fair. Or is it just like, I'm really curious. Like, you don't have to answer this, like if you don't want to tell, but like, yeah, I'm really curious what your game is going to be. I haven't seen anyone making them yet. I have not seen any bumper cars, no. I said that yesterday in my stream, is that like, if I had time, I would actually want to make a fun fair, like creation. That you have like, actually have like arcades and like shooting and like duck shooting and like stuff like that. And that's actually something that I would really love to make. I have no time, but that's actually something really cool. Like, yeah. I cannot make it because I have no time, but if I had time, I would Really want to make something like that. And a pinball game. I really want to make a pinball game as well. So much stuff I still want to do. If Aria is finished, and if it's not going to receive that well, then I think I will like focus on like mini games, like a pinball game and maybe more sharky stuff and stuff like that. So, yeah, if Aria is not going to be if Aria is not going to be received that well, then I don't think I will do like a sequel. But if it's, I don't know, really like I think maybe it's more fun to do mini games. I'm already doing it a little bit now. Like, I see that people rather want to play sometimes also mini games in between stuff. So, I think I'm already going to do that a little bit. You think of Mario 64? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm also making pixel game for your arc. Be careful. Be careful putting so much different content for yourself, because like that's for me that I got burned out with that. Like, I was working on Sharky, and I also was working on the museum, and I was also working on the forest one. I want to make the forest in VR version. I postponed that one because I have not time. But like, I was doing so many stuff at once that like everything didn't got finished. Right? I didn't got really finished the Sharky one. I didn't got really finished. I eventually finished it now, but like at the progress of it, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. So be careful with that. Like, don't do too much project all at once, because you're yeah, I don't, at least for me, I get burned out with that. So now I'm only focusing on Aria and maybe some smaller mini games in between if there is a community jam happening or an imp quest happening, then I will do that. And that's all I will do in Dreams. Like like people like Odorian. Like, I don't know how he's doing it, but like Odorian is like, he is like, I think he have like an dream machine or something that he can like make a game every week. I think he even does. I think it was like last year he did like a month long releasing mini games every single day. Every single day he had a mini game for 1 month long. Like, this is I mean, even though we're like mini games, but still, that's insane. Like, I like, that guy is like a little machine. The mini games will have a reason to be bubblehead. No copyright, no community assets used. That is cool. That is cool. Everything will be original in Bubblehead. I think that's cool, because you're also showing a little bit of like your own, like, yeah, your own. Yeah, that would be cool. A little bit of variation. I do it the other way around, by the way. I will have, like, Aria is going to be mostly built by my own assets. And there will be one level that's going to be a secret level. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's going to be in cave or a location. And I'm going to ask the community if they want to sculpt one item for it. And then I'm going to add it into that scene. But more details about that later, maybe next year. But I will do it the other way around. So I'm going to ask the, like, eventually the community to make like an asset for the secret a secret level in Aria. I think that would be cool. So that can people also say like, hey, look, this is something that I made. But yeah, no copyright. Yeah, don't use copyright. Please don't use copyright stuff. Don't do it. If you wanna have me the molecule like playing your stuff, don't use copyright stuff. The mini games will have reason to be in Bubblehead. He probably wrote down inspiration. That's how he got it. I want you to click X every time you hit the ground. Wait, what?
Yeah. Ooh.
Wait, what?
Ah. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
How did I?
Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh.
I triggered it once. Wait. That was actually cool.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh.
Do I need to time it right, or is it just like happening once? Like, is it
Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
I can't do it anymore.
Oh.
I did it once.
Ah.
That was actually cool.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah.
How did I do that? That was so cool. I don't know how to do it anymore.
Ooh.
Wait, oh, let's see.
Ah. Oh.
That was actually cool.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
There we go. I did it. That's actually cool. There are different jump variations. Oh, that's what I did.
Ah. Oh.
Oh, I see now. I see now.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I
Ooh.
see now what you mean.
Ah. Oh.
This is
Yeah.
this is so cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
This can be so good for like certain gameplay
Ah.
stuff, like
Oh.
to reach like maybe
Yeah.
somewhere
Ooh.
like or like
Yeah.
dodge checks,
Ooh.
dodge something like it. Yeah, this is cool.
Ah. Oh.
Like, is
Yeah.
there like your
Ooh.
puppet that you have here? Like, is it like a lot of like gameplay termo used now at the
Yeah.
moment? Like, how, what like?
Ah.
Again, you don't need to answer if you don't. But like, is like because like
Yeah.
with so many like different
Ooh.
like animations or variations in the
Ah.
in its
Ooh.
does the
Yeah.
puppet use a lot of like gameplay?
Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah.
There's there also
Yeah.
will be ledge grabs and wall
Ooh.
jumps. Yeah, that is really
Yeah.
cool. I have that.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil, but I have that
Yeah.
too.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
like
Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
I love this.
Yeah.
Good job, man. If you jump twice and then click X twice, you do a simple jump. 50%. Ooh, 50%. That's a lot already.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have like the halfway for other stuff, but
Ah. Ooh.
do you think that you can
Yeah.
reduce that maybe?
Ooh.
Like, is that possible? You think you can do that?
Ah.
I'm not sure. Like, what
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
lowers it to 40? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. That's like. Oh,
Ah.
yeah. I know
Ooh.
the flex.
Yeah. Oh.
Had him in my chat.
Yeah. Ooh.
He made the
Ooh.
fancy pant, right?
Yeah.
Fancy pants.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Ah.
Yeah, I really like this. This is really cool. I think it will be cool really to play. I'm just going to have to ask, going to check the other one because I don't wanna. But this is really cool. Like I like this. And you also had the bubble, like the. I will check this one. And there you go. Okay, what's this? Museum. Okay, this is a test playground. Okay. Ah, I see. When the dead cutscene activated. Okay. Power gem. Latch grab. Oh, here you have the latch grab
Yeah.
part.
Ah.
Yeah, this is something that I
Yeah.
have with
Ooh.
yeah, it's not really a spoiler, but like it's I'm going to have this in.
Ah. Ah.
Although my game is not going to be in oh, whoops. my game is not going to be in three-dimensional. There's a reason for that, but save Turmo. I really like how he's like after like how he enters in a bubble, like in an that's really cool. Wall jump.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Ah.
It feels
Yeah.
good to
Yeah.
play
Ah.
like
Yeah.
also have the
Yeah.
interaction with the environment. Like
Ah.
it feels good like if you have like
Yeah.
a game where
Yeah.
like where the
Ooh.
character interacts with the world.
Ah. Yeah.
Like is the rest of the like is the rest of the
Yeah.
scopes like
Ooh.
that as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah. Oh.
Like for instance, if
Ah.
I just like,
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
or is that not?
Ah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Ah.
So you already tagged this.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Natural nature.
Yeah. Ah.
I'm just curious. I'm curious. I mean, is this yeah? This is totally fine, right? I'm showing this, right?
Ooh.
There's a
Yeah.
mini map. Yeah, I saw
Ooh.
that. Like yeah, there's a
Ah.
yeah. Is it also showing enemies and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Like on the mini map?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's going to be enemies, by the way.
Ooh.
But like,
Ah.
is there
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
showing the mini map also the
Ah.
stuff
Yeah.
happening in eventually? It's fine to show. This the seashell. You can ride the seahorse if you find it. Okay, let me see. Seahorse. This place is huge. What is? Oh wait, this is going to be like a main hub, and that main hub is connected with different environments and levels. I see it. I understand now. Okay. I understand now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to find the seahorse.
Ooh.
What is this?
Yeah.
That's not a seahorse, but
Yeah.
I guess it's doing something in the eventually in the game.
Ah. Ooh. Yeah.
So here we're going to the Egypt
Yeah.
level.
Ooh.
Different levels. Yeah, that's cool. That's actually cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh! Oh, huh? Oh, nice. You can switch also, Nice. That's cool. Okay, wait. Alright. It's going to be casual.
Yeah.
Casual boy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Maybe not have it call out on every single jump.
Ah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that could be. Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
That's a good one, Mikako.
Yeah. Huh? Ah. Ooh.
I think that's
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Ooh.
That's the point of the Mario inspiration. Does Mario do that?
Yeah.
Is Mario also doing that? Like
Ah.
on every
Huh? Yeah.
I have not played Mario in a
Yeah.
very long time.
Ooh. Ah.
I think that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
at least like 20 years
Ah.
ago or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't really
Ooh.
remember if Mario's also doing that.
Ah. Ah. Oh. Yeah.
Mario's like doing woohoo! Like woohoo!
Yeah.
Yay!
Ah.
Woohoo! Something like that.
Ah.
It's not like I am good at
Ah.
making Mario.
Ooh.
I have to be careful
Ooh.
because I get
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
a copyright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Huh?
I don't think
Yeah.
there's an. Oh, hey, there's here's a seashell. I just like walk by it like it's like
Yeah.
there we go. That's so cool. Hello.
Ah. Yeah.
Wait, you can ride it? Oh, a mount. We have a mount. Swatch. That is. Can you also? Nice. So you also have like an attack, I guess. That is really cool. I have so much to learn still, and like, let me put some music in the background. Because like, let me put some Halloween music in the background. But that's so really cool. Like, there's so much still I need to learn for myself, like how to like do logics like this. I know that the music is not really fitting in here, but like it's Halloween, so we need Halloween music. This is cool, man. Putting it on 20% chance would be much better. And to be honest, I kind of a little bit like, yeah, I mean, like, I kind of a little bit like agree with that, but like, is the Yoshi offer bubble hat? Click touchpad. Oh, wait. I see. Photo mode. Oh, nice. So this is where the photo mode. This is like cool. I see. Still work in progress, I understand that. Settings. Oh. Logo. Disabled. Hey, I see. Filters. Right. They can also play in seems legit. That can be played in black and white. That's cool. Is the Bubblehead Adventures, is that like on default on? Or that's it out, you can see. Black and white feels actually good. Yeah, I'm testing it out. Yeah, I think I've had a little bit of delay in the chat, but like, like I'm testing it out right now. That's why the menu was bugged. Oh, it must get off the horse. I see. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we like, yeah, that. Oh! Oh, because he does the animation for the menu. Oh. Maybe what you should do then is that like you cannot like enter the menu if you are mounted to avoid glitches like that. That will, if you want to have a feedback, then that is my feedback. Because like if you want to avoid like the bug like that, like because like you're doing the animation for having the menu pointed, which is fun. I think it's funny. I've not really seen this before, to be honest. I've never seen one doing this as well. So that's actually pretty cool. So maybe what you can do, like if you mounted a mount, or like in this case the seahorse, that you cannot like enter the menu. So just to avoid, like if you mounted it, you cannot like enter the menu.
Whoa.
That will be my my feedback there. Menu will be only available in the main hub. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, then I have not. Okay, then I have not said anything then.
Yeah.
Now you can test out black and white field. You can see the animation changes.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of yeah. It's more like
Ooh.
stop motion.
Huh?
Like it's not so like it's more like old school stop motion. That's cool.
Yeah. Huh? Ah.
Yeah, there's so much put effort into the character.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool eventually. I cannot really wait to, like, if the game is finished, just like let me know and I will play it.
Ooh. Ah. Huh?
I think it could be actually really fun to play this.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like effort putting already in the character itself is like, I think it would be really like fun to play. But that stop motion feeling, like that old school like Steamboat Willie, and like a little bit like if you want to like Mickey's Adventures, like Steamboat Willie kind of stuff like that. That's really cool. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm not sure how old you are. But like if you know Steamboat Willie, then you know what I'm talking about. And otherwise, I will say Cuphead. Then that's more recently for me. Snow area has idle animation, so he shivers.
Ooh.
Wow, what the heck? Low gravity is in the space area. Lava area, he sweats. Oh yeah. That is so... Those details are insane. You posted on Horror Team I made, not Dreams though, on Discord. Oh, I will check that. I will check that, Mikako.
Yeah. Ah.
I will check on Discord.
Yeah.
But like it's
Ah.
yeah, if it's finished, let me know. I wanna play this eventually.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think it could be really fun. And I really love the details, just like that he sweats in the fires and stuff like that. Okay, but I'm really going to move on. We're like yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Because like yeah, I will give you a thumb up. If you have finished this, just let me know. If you're like yeah, let me know if you're if it's done. I will be willing to play this. Very cool stuff. Love it. You're 20? Yeah, then it's a little bit like before your time. But maybe you still know it. Like, but it's kind of famous. Like it's the very first Mickey movie, like Mickey animated movie, and it was not called Mickey back then. I think it had a different name. I think it was called Willy, because like it's called Steamboat Willie. But but like if you search it on Google, you will. I think you will understand what I'm talking about. I will check Discord. What is the time, by the way? It's 3. Yeah, I'm already streaming for almost like 3.5, like almost 4 hours, because like I had like another half hour that was not working well on the stream. So I think I'm going to give it a call very soon. But thank you so much for showing me this. Oh wait, I was checking Discord. Wow, wait. One second. Okay, go send some music. Beta spooky horror Halloween. Do you want me to listen to this on the stream, Mikako? So we can all listen to it. Can you test my beta? I think I don't have any time for it anymore, Sally. It's just that I'm streaming already for like 3.5 hours, and I'm getting hungry. But if you wanna, like, I think I will be live next week again. You can redeem it. Just redeem it. Redeem it with the Sharky points or with just the Dream Bubbles, and then I will play your beta. But I don't have any time for it anymore. I always spend a lot of this one, a lot on this one. If you like, don't have to. We can do that really quickly, and then I think that's a cool way to end the stream with that. I think that's a cool way to end it with it, and disable this. I hope you can hear it, by the way. If it works. I hope you will eventually hear it. Okay. I think you should hear it now. This is something that Mikako made, and I will shut up so I can listen. I picked the scenery, so that fits a little bit. Cool. Very suspense. Are you going to use this for something, Mikako? Is this? Oh, we hear a heartbeat. It's for a thing you're doing at work, staff only, nothing permanent. Oh, okay. That's cool. Is this like what maybe I already asked this before. Are you using Fruity Loops or Reason for this to create? Ableton, okay. Oh yeah, I think I already said that. I think we already asked that. Yeah, I think you already said that. It really gives me that old horror suspense. And a bunch of third-party instruments and plugins, of course. Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, that's no shame. Yeah, this is. I like this, Mikako. You're really good at making this like. I can always like picturing like a trailer happening or like part in a movie or something. I love that it's like this building up as well, like it's, and then like it's going away again. Like, yeah, that's a good transition. Well done, Mikako. Well done. I think that was a really cool way to end the stream, by the way. That was a really cool way to... because it wasn't a Halloween stream anyway, even though we have a little bit off track a little bit at the end. But yeah, this is really good. If it was in dreams, then I would like maybe, although I would have maybe used this maybe, I don't know. Although not for Aria, of course. I don't have any horror in Aria, but but like yeah. I can show. Do you want to show? No, I'm not going to show you that because like no, that's it's going to be released in next week or in 2 weeks, so that's still a secret. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm let me see. Oh, people already going to leave my channel. Nice. Let me see if I can. That's the moment that I said like that, it was like a good ending for my stream. Like people leaving. Wait, guys, I just I wanna raid someone. Like it's, you can put some stamps on dreams. I mean, it's just like I could maybe like I'm not sure if it's like maybe it's too late now, but like I made this really quickly. I can upload this to like all the not that's like really great, but I also made like a mini game like for Sharky. I'm still working on it, so it's not really finished yet, but it will be released end this month. And I don't really have like a spooky song. It's like it's a really up tempo beat or anything. Like it's even though it's like it's a maze, so you have to escape, so it's kind of fits. But I think this it's very like creepy and stuff like that. Yeah, well done. I think that was a really cool way to for the end of the stream. Is it necessary? I have 3 viewers. Like okay, yeah, I can still see if I can rate someone. So please don't go yet, people. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if there's anyone here online, by the way. But Mr. K, should we do Casey Jones? Casey Jones always rate me, so let's do Casey Jones for this time. He's still also doing dreams. Like he always rate me, so let's rate him back. And I never had the chance to do that. And that's I don't know how long he's streaming, but so please don't leave yet and give some love to Casey. Rate. See Mr. Casey Jones. Casey is streaming. Yeah, I saw. I got it. I'm going to switch to my thank you screen. Watching. There we go. If everybody's still here in the chat, thank you so much for watching and make it till the end. Thank you so much, Mikeko, for the good ending of the song. Hal Aso, if I say your name correct, thank you so much for sharing your game. It was really cool. I cannot wait to play it eventually, so let me know if it's finished, then I will play it. And it looks so far, it looks really promising with the character design. And thank you everybody who has been there still lurking and stuff like that. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. And give some love to Casey. Bye.